Hey guys, your boy Sean Bellamy back with you with another episode of Philly Eagles Talk here on my Fly Eagles Fly channel. Just want to give a quick shout out to you guys, everyone that's subscribed, leave comments, likes, and all that good stuff, and constantly support my channel. So I appreciate that and hope you guys continue to do that. But again, more, like I said, more important things here are going on this episode of Philly Eagles Talk on my Fly Eagles Fly channel. You can tell by the title what I'm going to be talking about. The Philadelphia Eagles are at home. I believe we're at home tomorrow, wrapping up the season finale, whatever you want to call it, against our, most hated rivals, the Dallas Cowboys, or like we like to say, Dallas Cowgirls. Now, usually in these last game of the year things, the Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys, there's a lot on the line. Like, there could possibly be for the division, just more bragging rights. There's stuff that you could really take with you with the Philadelphia Eagles and Cowboys rivalry. Obviously people on the outside don't understand. Us Eagles fans, we super understand. Cowboys fans, they super understand. It's a complete, I'm going to call it competitive hate. I don't think no one generally hates it, but I don't know. There's a lot of, I can't stand the Cowboys though. The point is, in this game, though, between the Eagles and Cowboys, even despite the fact it could be bragging rights, whatever, I personally don't care about this game as far as the Eagles and Cowboys compared to other games down to, before this and definitely earlier this season when they whooped our ass and everything like that. Dallas still does have that right over us for this season. But this game really doesn't do much for me because, again, yes, it's the end of the season, and there's some things that could still, or something that could still happen. I don't know if there's really much that can happen. And what I mean by that is both the Cowboys and Eagles clinched the playoff spot already. Cowboys clinched the playoff spot. They're the 4th seed right now. They also won the division. They did what they're supposed to do this year. I believe they're 11-5 versus my 9-7 Philadelphia Eagles, who have clinched the playoff spot last week thanks to the Packers. Shout out to the Packers for beating the Vikings, and we have the 7th seed. I believe I went through, the calculations and everything, and looked at the math, and I don't think there's any way Philadelphia could really move up at all to like a 6 or 5 seed, really at all. So I think we're stuck at 7. And right now, if the playoffs started this week, like started today, or tomorrow, whatever, the Eagles will be playing, I believe, the Buccaneers, who are the 2 seed right now, Tom Brady and them dudes. So wouldn't look pretty for us, but as an Eagles fan, I want to get this out the way. I believe this was a very successful season. Considering you're looking at the Eagles as one of the youngest teams in the league. Yes, our schedule is easy. I know people are going to bring that up. But seriously, having one of the most, having one of the youngest teams in the league, like I said. Our first year here, Coach Nick Sirianni, when things wasn't looking so good at 2-5, and he was talking nonsense, what we thought was nonsense. Well, I still believe it's somewhat nonsense during his press conference and stuff like that. And you look at a quarterback in Jalen Hurts, where a lot of people didn't know if he could be the guy, and he's making strides to believe he definitely should be given the chance to be the guy. I like where this team is heading. Also, we have 3 first-round picks in our back pocket, so as long as our general manager, Howie Roseman, does smart things with those draft picks, the Eagles could be really set up to make some deep playoff runs for years to come. I'm not joking. I know it sounds biased. I'm being honest with you. So I think this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys tomorrow doesn't really hold much weight to me as far as, do I really care if we win it or not? Again, we're already in the playoffs. I'm a person that believes you should not risk your starters, your key players, in games that are meaningless. There's nothing that can come out of this. We can't win the division. We can't move up any further. Let's just let Jalen Hurts and the rest of the key guys on offense, like Devontae Smith and them dudes, Dallas Goedert, our offensive line, and go on the defense with Darius Slay and them. Let's just sit these key dudes down. If you're going to play them, at least play one series to see how they look, and then see how they look, and just let them get out there to, get out there. But I honestly would be 100% okay if they do not play a single starter this game. It's not that deep. I don't even know why they made the Eagles and Cowboys as the Saturday night game, because it doesn't really hold much weight. The only team that really, between both teams, that really can do anything, really make any more noise is Dallas, because even though they're at the 4 seed right now, they won the division, they're in the playoffs, Dallas I still think has a chance to move up to the 2 seed. So they would need the Rams. I think they need the Rams, the Cardinals, they need the Rams, the Cardinals, or the Buccaneers to lose so they can at least move up to 3 or 2. The Green Bay Packers already locked in a number 1 seed, I believe, that's for the playoffs this year. If you want to get to the Super Bowl, you got to go through Lambeau. So, depending on how far they go, but Green Bay is locked up number 1 seed, I believe. So the only thing Dallas could do is really try to move up to be a 3 or a 2, which would be pretty crazy if they end up getting the 2 and then the Eagles will play Dallas. Then you're going to see a lot of shit talking coming from me and how excited I'm going to be for that game for us to upset them and then let their asses go home. But nevertheless, again, it's just, it doesn't hold much weight to me for us to play our starters. Like I said, if Dallas really does want that 2 seed, which they probably do, because either way they're going to get to host a playoff game. You know, if they beat a 4, they're going to go up against a 5 in the first round. They still get to host a playoff game in Dallas. If they be a 2, there's a chance they get to host 2 playoff games unless they have to. Well, like I said, unless if Green Bay, somehow loses in the divisional round, which I don't see. Because I believe Green Bay is going to go to the NFC Championship, so I believe everybody's going to have to go through Green Bay. You're not just going to, I just don't see Green Bay losing into the NFC Championship, let alone probably the Super Bowl. They're really, Aaron Rodgers MVP. But the side note and all that, I digress. So yeah, like I said, y'all, I don't think we should play our starters. I know I keep saying that, but that is the main point of this video, giving y'all the preview of this game. They did beat our asses. The Cowboys did beat our asses earlier this year. So maybe Nick Sirianni and them want some type of revenge. They haven't mentioned that when Sirianni put the shirt on, beat Dallas, and then I think it was week 3 or week 4, I forgot. But it was earlier this year, and we got destroyed by them, and it just it just was not fun to watch at all. And I think it was a Sunday night game of all things too. So it was just horrible to watch in prime time. But I don't, this situation, I don't care. I would not risk an injury. I know people say you shouldn't think negative like that, but it's just, you've seen it in any sport, NFL, NBA, baseball, hockey, it don't matter. When you have guys, your key players or your starters in general in these games that are meaningless, there's nothing to come out of it except maybe bragging rights or, trash talk among fan bases. I don't see just the risk and the reward. It's just unnecessary. It's just, don't play your starters. Have Jalen Hurts and them be on the sideline throwing the ball, whatever, to keep the arm loose, or have, do something. Have them warm up before the game. But there's no reason they should be playing their starters. And I think it's even more ridiculous the NFL, whoever decided to make this game as late as it was, knowing there's a chance Philly may not even play their starters. It doesn't make sense. I think there's another game before the Eagles and Cowboys. I think the Kansas City Chiefs and the Raiders. No, I think it's Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers. Somebody plays. The Kansas City plays the Kansas City Chiefs and the Broncos. AFC West rivals play each other, and I think Kansas City needs this win, so they can try to get their chance to bump up and be the number. I think they're number 1 seed. Forgot where Kansas City's at. I'm sorry. I pay attention to NFL. Trust me, but I know Kansas City would like to win because I think they want to boost their chances up too. I don't think they're the number 1 seed right now. But I could be wrong. Point is, you could have made Kansas City and Denver the late night game and let Dallas and Philly be the early, the 4:30 game? Because again, no one's going to care about, as far as the fans go. Maybe there's some Philly fans out there, maybe some Dallas fans that do care. I am not one of them. As an Eagles fan, bro, it's this game does not hold much weight. We do, even if I think there's a chance we can move up to be a 6th seed or a 5th seed, I still don't think it's worth it. Just play, just sit them down and just because right now the Eagles, if you look at it, they're playing with house money. You know what I mean? Again, one of the youngest teams, successful year, inexperienced, head coach his first year. There's really nothing that, and 3 first-round picks for this offseason and this season's offseason's draft. There's nothing you can sit here and tell me that this is house money. No one has Philadelphia winning the Super Bowl. No one has us making much noise. We you know what I mean? It's just been a fun thing to watch this team that was 2-5, completely adapt to what they're supposed to do, run the ball more, and give Jalen a chance to grow, which they have. And you see it, and this team is I think is going to be dangerous for years to come. As long as Howie Roseman does right by those draft picks, the Eagles are set for the future. So I don't really care about beating Dallas in a Week 18 game where the best thing, if we do get a chance to move up, we move up to 6 or whatever. Versus, like I said, for their fan base, I'm pretty sure Dallas fans would love to win just because they give them a chance to move up, get closer to a higher seed. We'll be 7. It is what it is. Like I said, I still call it a successful season. But that's it, you guys. Obviously, we'll be back here after the game is over on Saturday night. Like I said, the game starts around 8:15, 8:30, so the game will probably be over like around 11. So I will make a video on it, and then, of course, I'll also come on here and give my playoff predictions and stuff once the season is concluded. So you will see all that. Continue to appreciate the support. Please continue to support. Like the video, comment your thoughts. Do you think this game is important? Would you love us to win this game? Just say we beat Dallas. I don't know. Like I said, for me, it doesn't really rub me the wrong way. I really don't care. Again, they got us earlier this year. It is what it is. We're in the playoffs. Like I said, obviously, if this was a game where we needed to win to stay in, it'd be different. But we already clinched it. Just sit your guys now. Wait till next week. I'm out, you guys. Peace.